and welcome in Heart 112. Today I would like to discuss forest regeneration, in which we study the various forest plants and how they are propagated by using different techniques. Basically, there are two techniques which are utilized for multiplying the forest plants. You should first know what is forest regeneration. Forest regeneration is the act of renewing tree cover by establishing young trees naturally or artificially, generally promptly after the previous stand or forest has been removed. The method, species, and density are chosen to meet the goal of the landowner. Forest regeneration includes practices such as changes in tree plant density through human assisted natural regeneration, enrichment planning, reduced grazing of forested savannas, and changes in tree provenance, genetics, or tree species. Regeneration is necessary for continuity of forest and forms major theme of silviculture. There are two broad forest regeneration systems: natural regeneration (ANR) system and artificial regeneration (AR) system. First one is natural regeneration. Natural regeneration is defined as the renewal of a forest crop by self-sown seed or by copies of root suckers. To regenerate means to renew a forest crop by natural or artificial means. Thus, regeneration, synonyms reproduction, is defined as the renewal of a forest crop by natural or artificial means. Importance of natural regeneration. Species always are well adapted to the localities. Multi-purpose species are grown naturally. Better conservation of biodiversity and amelioration of ecosystems. Meeting requirements of people and their domestic animals. Better wildlife habitats. More suited to conservation of soil and improvement of watersheds. Seedlings found have already been naturally hardened off. Injurious or damaging species are found suppressed by natural pests or insects. Naturally grown seedlings are not necessary. Low cost and more net financial returns. Special supervision of any kinds is not necessary. Vigorous growth of trees of favored species. So these are the importance of natural regeneration. Now we discuss advantages. Initial cost of establishing a forest stand may be lower, especially if site prepared is not necessary. Less heavy equipment and labor is required. Seedling has a naturally shaped root system, unlike seedlings which have grown in a nursery. Chance of tip moth damage is reduced. For aesthetic reasons, the landowner may prefer to see a forest stand and unevenly and naturally spaced versus a stand which is in rows. Limitations of natural regeneration. What are the limits generally occurred value occurred during multiplication of forest plants? First one is a seed crop must be available and seed dispersal must be timed correctly of preparation so that a suitable seed bed is available for the germination. Moisture in the soil is necessary for the seed to germinate. Exceptionally, our sites may result in poor germination or seedlings mortality. Insect and other small seed-eating animals may consume all or most of the seed. Competing vegetation may be a problem for survival and growth for a longer time disseminated in the first year. If the seed is abundant and dense, stand results, a pre-commercial thinning may be necessary to decrease the number of trees per acre. The seed coming from the seed trees is not genetically improved as when the seed comes from a seed orchard. A naturalization may be less expensive initially but more costly in the long run. If it is necessary to prepare the site or pre-commercially thin. Open sites without trees such as clear cuts, abundant fields and stands after a wildfire or windstorm cannot be naturally regenerated. The landowner doesn't have any control over spacing between trees or stocking levels, and so often these can be very uneven. A successfully regenerated site may take longer time to reach harvest than the direct seedling or planting. There are two methods of natural regeneration: naturalization (NR) from seed and naturalization from vegetative parts. Naturalization from seed. When regeneration obtained from the seed forms a crop, it is called a seedling crop. It is neither planted nor of copies or root sucker but originating in situ from natural regeneration. When this seedling crop grows into a forest, it is called a high forest. The NR, that is naturalization from seed, depends on the following: seed production. The most important consideration for naturalization from seed is the production of adequate amount of fertile seeds by the trees of the area or in the vicinity. Production of seed depends on the species, age of trees, size of crown, climate, and other external factors. Seed dispersal. The seed produced by the trees is dispersed by the agency of wind, water, gravity, birds, and animals. Some examples of seed dispersal by various agencies are given below. First one is wind. Conifers, Acer, Betula, Populus, Alnus, Salix, Terminalia, Dalbergia, Acacia, Adena, Bombax, etc. Dispersal through water. Most mangrove species, Dalbergia, teak, etc. Dispersal through birds, Prunus, Mulberry, Diospyros, etc. Animals, Acacia, Arabica, Prosopis, Jolifera, Gigifus, Anthocephalus, etc. And dispersal through gravity, oak, juglans, Aesculus, etc. Seed germination. After dispersal, insects, birds, and rodents destroy a lot of seeds. The other germination provided they are deposited on suitable soil. Germination of seeds depends upon several internal and external factors. Internal factors: permeability to water and oxygen, development of embryos, functional floribunda takes 1 year after ripening, juniperous macropoda, viability of seeds, size of seeds, germination percentage, etc. External factors: soil moisture, soil temperature, light. Cassia fistula and Albizia procera requires light, seed bed preparation, etc. Seedling establishment. Even if germination is good, it doesn't mean that naturalization would be good, because a large number of seedlings die at the end of rainy season or as a result of frost during winter or drought during summer. In addition, these may be either factors such as weeds, grazing, fire, which may kill the seedlings. Thus, establishment is defined as the development of new crop, naturally or assisted, to a large when the young generation, natural or artificial, is considered safe from normal adverse influences and no longer needs special protection or tending operations other than cleaning, thinning, and pruning. External factors influencing seed germination also influences the seedling establishment. Natural regeneration from vegetative parts. When regeneration obtained by coppice forms a crop, it is called coppice crop, and when it develops into a forest, it is called coppice forest. To differentiate it from the high forest, natural regeneration by coppice can be obtained by seedling coppice are stool copies, seedling copies. Copy shoots arising from the base of seedlings that have been cut or burnt back. Thus, method of naturalization is used for cutting back woody shoots and establish reproduction which is not making expected progress. This may result in producing vigorous shoots and soon develop into saplings. Stool copies. Copies arising from the stool or a living stump of a tree is called stool copies. In the method, regeneration is from the shoots arising from the adventitious buds of the stump of felled trees. The copy shoots generally arise either from near the base of the stump or from its top. The shoots arising from near the top of the stump are liable to be damaged by the rotting of the upper portion of the stump and when subjected to high wind speed. Vegetative reproduction can be obtained by any of the following methods. Copicing. It is a method of regenerating a stand in which all trees in the previous stand are cut, knocked over or injured at the root, and the majority of regeneration is from coastal redwoods. Regeneration is from stump sprouts or root suckers. This is primarily used in hardwood stands. However, coastal redwoods may also be regenerated using this method. Factors influencing natural regeneration by copies include first one is copicing power. Most of the forest species have copicing power, but some of the species are not having copicing power or less copicing power. Age of the tree, old trees, lesser copicing power, season of copicing, height of stump, rotation, short rotation copies is best, silvicultural systems, clear felling suits best. These are the factors which influence the copicing. First, root sucker. Suckers are shoots arising from the root of a woody plant. Vegetative reproduction in which a root of a plant is partially or wholly cut to produce a shoot is called root suckers. Thank you for patience hearing.